Hello, my name is Dylan McGrady. Today is 3/19/2019, and I will be dissecting the sheep brain and showing you the different parts of it. All right, here's the room, and we'll get started. This is my setup. I'm going to place my phone on the box and use my laptop as a weight to keep the phone from falling into the brain. And this is the list of items I need to point out. And without further ado, let's get set up and begin. I'm also going to grab an ink pen to make sure I can mark things off as I go. All right, we are going to start with the exterior of the sheep brain. On the outside, as you can see right here, we have the dura mater. It's a thicker white membrane that covers the brain. And below that, which is kind of hard to see, I guess you could peel away at it a little bit, is the, there's a little bit you can see right there. Can you get it right there? You can see I'm getting kind of caught in it a little bit with this pick. That is the arachnoid and the pia mater. They're both layers that coat the brain, the sheep's brain. And on top of that, we have not on top of, these two, let's see if I can move my hand and see over. These two hemispheres right here make up the cerebrum. Yeah, the cerebrum right here. And on each one of them, the raised areas, those are the gyruses. I think a single one's a gyrus and multiple are gyri. Something along those lines. And you can see like the little peaks here, where it's raised up. And then down in the little valley areas, you can see right in there, these little valley areas are the sulcus. And from there, running down the middle of the brain, you have the longitudinal fissure. And then the little, I know this wasn't on the questionnaire, but the little valley right in here, separating the cerebrum from the cerebellum, is the transverse fissure. All right, each side is divided into two lateral hemispheres. You have the left and the right. With the brainstem pointing towards you, you have the left and the right. This area right here is the cerebellum, and this right here, if you can see, I've cut off a little piece right here, but right here is the spinal cord and brainstem. All right, so if you want to open it up, we'll kind of go over a few things. I'm going to switch it around a little bit. But running down the middle, basically right in this area, basically from about here to here, you can see that little gap right in here. I don't know if you can see that. This area right here is the midbrain. And right below that, this area here is the pons. And below that, the medulla oblongata. Sorry, that's a movie. And if you can see on the cerebellum, these little areas right here, this is the vermis. All right, let's see. Let me check my list and see where I've gone so far. Okay. The pituitary gland kind of hangs down from the bottom, and you can see it right in here. And turn that so you can see it in the video. All right, now we will go over the cranial nerves. The cranial nerves, you have cranial nerve 1 through 6. Basic rundown. You got cranial nerve 1 right here, which is the olfactory, and the olfactory bulb, which is up here, as well as the nerve. From there, you have the optic, which is here. This is cranial nerve 2. Then here, you have 3. Right down in here, I don't think you can quite see it, but it goes down in here is 4. 5 is right in this area. Oh, sorry, hold on. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 is a small one here. 5 is here, and then this is 6 in here. Oh, I'm sorry, that just broke. 6 is here. And yeah, that is the exterior. Let me see if I can get a good view on this. Now we'll work towards the interior of the brain. Let me switch papers. The interior. Okay, we'll go like this and see if we can get it. Okay, you have your 4 ventricles. You have your 4th ventricle right here. This is your 4th ventricle, as you can see. Then you have your 3rd ventricle up here. And your lateral ventricle right here. Can you get a good view of that? And in each of those, I don't know how to quite say this correctly, is the choroid plexus. And the choroid plexus is in the 3rd ventricle, if you can see in there. In that area. From there you have the arbor vitae, which is, if you can see here, is the tree-like substance, or the tree-shaped area of the brain. And that also contains white matter. You can kind of see like that. There, it's got the white matter and the gray matter. Going on from there, you have the corpus callosum, which runs here. It's the top part, right? Let me see if I turn this a little bit, you can get a better view. The top part right here. Sorry, it's the top part right here. And it's kind of a long U-shaped. And below that, this little circular, you can see this little circular area right here. That is your thalamus. And below that is the hypothalamus. All right, from there you have your, if you can see, you have your superior, which is this top part right here. Let me see if I can turn it a little bit for you. Superior. And then you have your inferior callus, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, calicus. And from there, over here at the starting of the corpus callosum, you have your septum pellicum. And from there, on the 4th ventricle over here, this area right here is the cerebral aqueduct. It kind of makes a T-shaped with the 4th ventricle, which is here, so it's kind of a T-shaped area. And I think I have covered everything. Let me check back through my papers. And yeah, I think that is everything for the brain. All right, thank you.